See, the point is this. When we see any powerful manifestation in this world, we immediately become astounded. Okay? We get impressed. Somebody will go to a huge house, we get awe and reverence. Now this is our tendency to develop awe and reverence to something which is materially powerful. We do have that. Somebody will see a very powerful man walking next to you. You get impressed. So we have a tendency at this point. Now the point here is that this can be diverted for you to become a devotee of the Lord. Nothing. Prapanchikaya buddhya hari sambandhi vastunaha mumukshimi parityago algu vairagya uchyate. It is called foolish vairagya. When something can be used for the service of the Lord and it is not used. So therefore, there is some class of philosophers which have no idea about the spiritual form of the Lord in which He plays with Radharani and with the Gopas and with Yashoda Mother. They have no idea of that. So their idea of God is something like, this universal form. Whole universe is there, just like a cell. The whole universe is like a cell, and Lord is the Atma which is conscious of the whole cell. To some extent it is fine, but this is not everything. Beyond this, the Lord has His own pastimes in Vaikuntha. That they do not know. Just like in this body, Atma is very small, present in one place, but whole body it is conscious what is happening, and it controls the whole body. The same way the Lord is present not only in our body, He is present in everybody, and He is present in the whole manifestation. Everywhere. That is the presence of the Lord. Ekam sena sitojika. He is present in one place, but by consciousness, by different ways, He is present everywhere. So this is the reality actually. So in the beginning stage, to understand the greatness of God, because sweetness of God comes later. First we have to surrender to God. Then when we are surrendered to God, we develop a tendency or an inclination to appreciate Krishna's glories and His sweet pastimes. In the beginning stages, we can only appreciate the Lord's greatness. Okay? Suppose a friend is there, somebody is there. We tend to appreciate in the beginning stages the first yard, what dress he has, which mobile he has. We appreciate these things in the beginning. His father is so rich. At the later stages, as we come to know the person, we appreciate his qualities. Oh yeah, he's so soft spoken. Correct? First, any person, we see external things about him. Then as we come to know the person, we see internal things. Now Krishna also is a person. The first we see the external thing. Oh, gigantic creation He has created. So huge it is. We are seeing all these things in the beginning. Look at it, so many bulbs are there in the night, but in the morning, once sun rises, you can switch off all the bulbs. How many bulbs you can switch off? Billions of bulbs you can switch off. So much light is there. It is so powerful, so beautiful creation of God. So by seeing all these things in the beginning, we develop awe and reverence, some idea about God. In the later stages, as we are properly situated as the servants of the Lord, we come to another platform, wherein what happens? Wherein we can enjoy the beautiful pastimes of the Lord, and the sweet pastimes of the Lord. Because what happens, if you put Lord in your own place, just like some people do, Rasātala. They say, hey, Krishna did Rasātala, I can also do Rasātala. Or what kind of God is this doing Rasātala? But they forget, just few days before, Krishna lifted the mountain also. Krishna was something like 7-8-year-old boy in these activities of lifting mountain and the Rasātala. So Krishna lifted a mountain also. Why is it the Acharya insists that? First you understand His greatness, then you will understand His qualities. Otherwise what will happen? You will misunderstand His qualities. So this is important. In fact, in the Bhagavatam, a lot of time will be spent now explaining in this chapter about the virāṭ of the Lord, which is the Vishwarupa. The Pātāla is this thing like his fit. Actually, it's an imaginary conception, but it is given. Your hands are like Indra, A heart is like Narada, hairs are like, some trees. Like that a conception is given. And when we hear this conception, we get an overall idea that how the Lord incorporates everything. Because whatever is there in this world, finally is a child of Lord only. So every manifestation, like Krishna says, that everything that you see beautiful and wonderful in this world is what? A spark of my splendor. So in that way, we are able to see and appreciate everything in this beautiful manifestation as connected to the Lord. And as we develop an attitude of surrender, then we are able to handle. Before that, we can't handle the personal presence of the Lord. But as we advance in Krishna consciousness, we get an opportunity to handle the personal presence of the Lord. We can personally interact with the Lord. But it is not possible in the neophyte stages. Therefore, the Acharyas, what they do, they give the virāṭ manifestation. When the Vaishnavas hear about the virāṭ manifestation of the Lord, they are very clear, this is the illusory conception being given. They very well know, Lord doesn't have a form like this, the head is like Pātāla or stomach is like this and all. They know Lord has a beautiful form. They explain in the scripture. Yamashama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam. Correct? Venum kvalam tamaravinda dalayatакsham Barahāvasam asitam sundarangam Kandarpakoti kamaniya vishesha shobham Govindavadi purusham tamam bhajami. Also nice conception is given. Beautiful. He's holding a flute in the hand. He looks so beautiful, like millions of Cupid. Like that, the description of the Lord is given. Shama. His color is also blackish and looks very beautiful. So all this description of the Lord is there. At the same time, now virāṭ Rupa description is there. So which is true? Both can be true. Truth can be one, not two. So here, what is explained here, the description that we are seeing of the virāṭ Rupa is actually a description just to help us focus on the greatness of God. Therefore, when we take darshan of the deities also, we always first meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord. Why do we do that? Because the first meditation is on the greatness of the Lord. You understand? Just like anybody whom we appreciate very much. You look at his feet, I am the servant. So in that way, the meditation of the lotus feet of the Lord is a precursor coming to the personal contact with the Lord. So it is needed. It is needed for us. And also we should not put Krishna in our platform. We should be very clear. And God's activities are inconceivable. And He is so great. So this platform creates a foundation for us to come into the personal contact with the Lord. Many people directly want to come. They say that, yesterday this happened, I talked to Krishna, Krishna guided me. People speak all these things. Point is this. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked Krishna, show the virāṭ Rupa. Why did he do so? The reason is, Arjuna is a great devotee. For him, he is impersonal, he is directly seeing the beautiful form of the Lord. But why is he asking? So the Acharyas comment on that. He says the reason is very simple. Because there are really many pretenders in Kali Yuga, even now they are there. They say, I am God. So you have now a litmus test. Sir, where is the virāṭ Rupa? Show the virāṭ Rupa. Show. You say you are God, anybody can say. I can also say, you can also say. Anybody can say I am God. Show virāṭ Rupa. Which is not easy, which is impossible. So this is basically, and at the same time, for a person, see somebody who is inclined to serve Krishna favorably. For him, Krishna being conquered by sincerity, reveals himself to that devotee. Correct? Atavasya Krishna namadi nam bhaved gayamendeye Sevon mukhe jivado swayameva spurati. Krishna reveals himself when he is pleased with the devotional attitude. That is the nature of Krishna. But this is fortunate personality who has come in touch with the great Acharya. He has understood. Yes, we are all devotees of Krishna. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakta Sadhya Kauna Shavanati Shuddha Chitta Karayodaya. Everybody is eternally a devotee of the Lord, which is a fact. But by hearing and chanting about Krishna, my remembrance of the Lord is awakened. It is awakened. So this is a fortunate personality, but suppose there is somebody who is not so fortunate to directly engage in devotion, just like a chanting Hare Krishna. It's direct service to the Lord. There is nothing like a service to something in between. Directly there is a service to the Lord. But people are not willing to directly serve the Lord. And they keep thinking they are the greatest. So then the meditation of virāṭ will help them. There is something conception of this massive manifestation of the Lord. Just like virāṭ is like kind of the form that was taken by Vāmanadeva. A huge form. In 2 steps he covered the universe. That is like the virāṭ form. Massive form. So if you can meditate on a form like that, it will help you to understand how great God is and how small I am. Very small. So this will help us. Just like an ant is there in this room, yesterday we were discussing what it can understand. At least it can understand. You walk in front of the ant, God, great. So that way we can. And another point is that just like I am different from my body is different from I am different. The same way there is a difference between the universe and the Paramatma. I am an Atma. I am conscious of everything that is happening within this body. Correct? So this whole universe is also like a body. The Atma that is Paramatma, that is called the Lord. So what is Paramatma? Paramatma is nothing but an expansion of the Lord, which not only accompanies us in this heart, is also present in this universe as the supreme consciousness of the Lord. Recognized devotee of the Lord and exactly corrected discussion. Prabhupada wanted therefore in the Vedic planetarium, the headquarters, Prabhupada was very keen, describe the universe of the universe. And I do not know whether the devotees will be exactly able to do it. It's not easy. It requires a lot of realizations. The whole idea is that we see the whole material conception in a gross way. We don't see that different opportunities. Just like we see this dog who is barking. Now the one way you can look at it is that some kind of like a machine which on a trigger makes some sound. Correct? That's what the conception many people have. But this is not the only way to look at it. The better way to look at it will be it's a living entity, like I am a living entity. He is also a living entity. He has his desires. He has so many things. But he is conditioned in a certain way. Just like I am conditioned in a certain way. He is conditioned in a certain way. And being put in the packet of that body, because overall the body is same, just 2 hands have become 2 legs. Imagine. We can also sit in that body. And the very nature of that body and the mind is conditioned to that condition. That a person just keeps barking at any irritation or anything. He wants food also, the dog just barks. So instead of watching the gross body, it is better to watch the consciousness. Okay? Which is a better vision. Similarly, you see a cat, you can also watch the consciousness instead of just watching the gross body. The whole universe also presents opportunities for different kind of consciousness. Some consciousness are there in the universe, they just blissfully engaged in a devotion service. That is the top planet. And there's some consciousness which are more forgetful. So basically, the consciousness of a living entity, if you see from plant to human being, or to the devatas, or to the topmost acharyas, what is to be seen is a remembrance to the Lord. Now, the Vedas, they are focusing on the soul, because soul is the origin of consciousness, and therefore all the instructions are meant for the soul, not for the body. Today what is happening, we have no perception of the consciousness, we have very gross perception of the body, Therefore, everything we are doing is so mechanical. In fact, including the medicine system, when some devotee had an operation to be done. So he wrote to Prabhupada, I am undergoing some operation. So Prabhupada said, yes, what can be done? Go through this Rakshasi system of treatment. Rakshasi system, cross it, Because Ayurveda or the Vedic conception is not like that. So cross, cut, throw. It's much more finer. It's the same way, we look at this word in a gross way, you get one picture of this word. When you look at the word in a consciousness way, you get another picture of the word. And all our happiness or unhappiness which we are seeking is based on my consciousness. Finally, what am I seeking in this world? I am not seeking, I am seeking happiness. Now, this thing is actually a feature of the consciousness. It does not matter if I am driving a car which is worth 10 crore rupees. It does not matter if I am walking on the road. This is immaterial. Immaterial. What matters is my consciousness. But today people have become so dull-headed, so gross. These gross things matter. They don't understand. These things are immaterial. They are there or not there. That's fine. If I am there, I can use it for service to the Lord. I can use the vehicle to go to the temple of the Lord and I can do some Krishna service with it. Okay, if it is not there, it doesn't matter. Krishna's wish. Prabhupada said, whatever condition Krishna keeps you, be peaceful about it. Don't endeavor. We have been discussing this point. We will share with you very, very, very interesting point. I am repeating for uptake time. The Krishna says that we are always trying to fight against. We are always trying to change the material condition we are in. All of us. Aren't we doing that? We are trying to change the material condition. We are working hard, studying in the college, so that I will get a lot of salary. I change my material condition. Okay? And we feel that by so many sufferings are imposed upon me. And if I fight against that, if I change that, I will become peaceful and happy. We feel like that. But what we are saying is that instead of exclusively working hard for your material situation, you work hard to change your other situation. What is the other situation? You work hard to change your consciousness. That will make you happy. Not this. Then the Narad Muni continues to say something interesting after this. He says, suppose I have a suffering, and the mitigation of the suffering is compared to putting a load from head to shoulder. Suppose your head load is there, 20 kilos is there. After some time it will start paining. Then one lady is there in the forest, so much boots are there on the head. She starts praying, Govinda, Govinda, come. Govinda came. What do you want? Put it on the shoulder. It is paining here now. Now what is the benefit? What is the intelligence? What will happen after some time? Shoulder will start paining. So similarly, I give this example many times. I have to walk from Mangalore to say Kulur. How many kilometers it is? 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers. Huh? 4 or 5 kilometers. It will take 1 hour. 1 hour we can walk 4 kilometers. Okay? Generally people walk 1 hour, 4 kilometers. Walking speed. 1 hour we have to walk. Full speed. We can reach your place. Good speed. You say, Arey, what is that? I will make a road. Some inconvenience is there, not very inconvenience. People used to walk. They walk. Like I remember, we came from mountain to Delhi. So we had my father, mother both had a big habit of walking. They used to just walk. Somebody's house, 10 kilometers, they'll walk 2 hours because that's the way there. And will come somebody, how did you come? He came walking. Walking, huh? So far? Because so much used to. So people are used to previous. It's not a big deal to walk for 1 hour. They're very used to. Previously it was quite common. School means walk for 2 hours, come back 2 hours. Anyway, it's a good exercise also. Somebody said some people are walking on the road because there is no food. They are searching for food. And some people are walking on the road because they ate too much food. They want to reduce weight. Today we went to park in the morning. Fat people walking like this. They cannot walk hand like this also. Like this. This must stop. Why don't you eat less? And because you eat more, other people are walking on the road, no food. They are searching for food is there, some work is there. Like that. So anyway, the point was, what is the point? Mangrove. Go to Kulur we have to go. So we say, I will make road. No, making road is very easy. You have to take stones, you have to break the stone, you have to make jelly, then you have to put this, that, and then the road is ready. So effort is involved. You are saying you are making convenience, but effort is involved. Next, what happens? After that is over, you have to make car. Car making is easy. Go to factory, they are putting nails, they are twisting iron. Like that shape is not there. They have to twist it. So much work is involved. After that, finished. Petrol, no. Where you will get petrol? You have to go, you have to drill in the middle of ocean. They are going, Bombay Eye, in the middle of ocean. There, how much cooker karma is involved in that? You might imagine how much effort is involved. And then so many people are fighting all around the world because of petrol. America went to Iraq. So many wars are happening because of petrol. That is the main thing. Now they want to attack Iran anytime. Main thing is petrol. Other things are silent. They say so many things. Some excuse they want. So anyway, the point is that we want what? We have to, world is fighting because of petrol. Trouble is only that 1 hour walking. To solve that trouble, we have created how many things now? We have created roads, and we made vehicles, and petrol, and then now after that, what is the trouble now? Accidents. How many accidents? More people are dying than accidents than anything else. Then after that, noise pollution. Boom, 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 boom. Suppose you are living next to the highway, you go mad. And then after that, now they say earth is heating up because earth is so polluted now, atmosphere, earth is becoming warm. So many tension. And one more interesting mention. Prabhupada says in Mahātala. He says, Kali Yuga prediction. No person is happy in Kali Yuga. Why? Because his family members are not with him. Correct? One son is there, one son is there. Every family is broken today. Why? Because of road. If road was not there, family will not get separated like this. So how many problems this road has created? You thought 1 hour of walking is inconvenience. Prabhupada said not only that, we make a friend who is 100 kilometers away and we drive. Oh, we do. We create more because of this facility. We have created a lot of inconvenience actually. So, what is this compared to? In the beginning when the car came, people said, so nice, I can go in 1 minute. But they don't know it is equivalent to shifting weight from head to shoulder. Now shoulder is pain. So many accidents, so much noise pollution. In some country like Singapore, on the road, people are standing like this with a mask because so much pollution. They cannot stand like we stand. Even now we go, so many people, when they go to Udupi on the way, they put a napkin because so much dust is there. Previously it was not there. You can so peaceful. Because so many industries we have made, river Yamuna is dead now. They say dead means in the sense of full of. When it enters Delhi, no water remains. Like that. Even Ganges, water. There's so much carcinogenic things they have dumped into it. True, Prabhupada says in the nectar of instruction, devotee don't bother. They know we are after the spiritual aspect, which is not gross. People are gross. They even push away all the dirty things. They know this is a subtle, which is a spiritual aspect of the river, which I am benefiting. That's fine. But we see, what people have done because of all these so-called industries. In the beginning, when the industrial revolution started in Europe, they thought, oh, we are advancing. And Prabhupada says that advancement is only shifting weight from head to shoulder. They say we need flyover, we are advancing. What is the advancement? They are shifting. And then Narad Muni continues to say, understood this point? Flyover they are making. Nothing, it looks advancing, but actually they are shifting weight from head to shoulder. Making flyover is easy. It takes 4-5 years. We have seen, and how much? And misery for so many people living next to it. So then Narada continues to say something very interesting. He says, but suppose we are dreaming, and in the dream you see a snake. Snake, snake, snake. You see a tiger. A tiger, tiger. Where? In a dream. What you should do? What you should do? Somebody shouting, tiger, tiger, tiger. What we will do? Huh? Or we wake him up, no? Sometimes he may wake. Otherwise, if he is crying and tiger, tiger, what is the best thing solution? Wake him up, throw some water, get up. The scientist solution is different. Because people are suffering because they are in the bodily condition of life. Why they are suffering? Because they are in the bodily condition of life. They are dreaming that I am the body. And so many anxieties they are having, which don't exist actually. This I have to do, this I have to do, this I have to do. So much anxiety they have created. Actually no anxiety exists. So what is the scientist's solution? Their solution is give some injection to him. Let him sleep only. Don't wake him up and create some further or reduce the pain by the injection. Or if you can give some drugs, create some more hallucination by which this hallucination is diverted. That is what the scientist's solution is. Without, perhaps, we are the only people, Prabhupada says, who are waking up the society to the reality. Perhaps we are the only people who are waking the society to the reality of Krishna consciousness. Arey, you are suffering because you are thinking you are the body. You are not the body, you are the soul. You wake up to the reality. All your suffering is over. Perhaps you are the only people. But what today so-called big scientists are doing, man is suffering in the dream. He is seeing fearful things in the dream. Give him some injection. Reduce the pain. Give him another injection. Give some another hallucination. Correct? Actually drugs can be given. It will create some hallucination. So what will happen? This pain is reduced. But we are not saying that. He is suffering. Snake, snake, tiger. Give him some injection. He will see something else. A pain will be reduced. Wake him up, slap him, get up. All hallucination is over. That only Krishna consciousness does. Actually, we are evolutionists. We are saying that all the problems will cease to exist when you come to wake up to reality that you are not the body, you are spirit soul. But what people are doing, not that. They continue in that. Just like when Arjuna was started dreaming, what will happen? That is on a bodily platform. Arjuna was dreaming. What will happen to my uncle? What will happen to my teacher? How I can fight this war? This is all the bodily platform. Correct? What does Krishna say? He throws water on Arjuna's face. Hey, get up! What is this nonsense? Anarya Jushta? Speaking like a dreaming fellow, uncivilized man. What is going to happen to him? Wake up! And he wakes him to the reality. Krishna doesn't, what any other person will do, keep him in illusion. But try to reduce the pain. No, Arjuna, he is also dreaming only. Arjuna, you can fight, I think. It's okay, you can tolerate the pain. No, Krishna doesn't. Get up. What is the nonsense? Why you are dreaming and sleeping in illusion that you are the body? The fact is you are not the body. That's the beginning of instruction of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Correct? The following the footsteps of Krishna. You may say we are mad people. We are mad, but we are following Krishna. Following the footsteps of Krishna. Our solution to the world is also simple. Please wake up to the reality. You are not this body. When you wake up to the reality, completely all the problems cease to exist. And as you advance in Krishna consciousness, even if there are some problems in the material world, you can easily ignore them. Because in the light of knowledge, all the problems are burnt. Nothing exists. We know what the factual is. We know things as it is. Okay, so the Bhagavatam solution is completely different. Now, what is Shukadev Goswami is trying to do? Paving way to the glories of the Lord, as he is going to spend. And he is going to spend 18,000 verses. What Arjuna heard in Gita is short. There no time, just half an hour. A war is about to start. Actually, it had already started. Conch is already blown. At that point, there was some hesitation on the part of Arjuna to fight. Correct? He said, I don't want to fight this war with so much confusion. Actually, that's a mark of a gentleman. So at that time, what does Krishna do? Krishna instructs Arjuna. And Arjuna takes shelter of Krishna. Krishna, can you guide me? I'm so confused. And all that happened in the conversation was not more than half an hour. That's all. Anybody can read Bhagavad Gita, just the shlokas in half an hour. If you say somebody take role of Krishna, other person take role of Arjuna, and you start speaking the shlokas of Gita, half an hour it's over. If you write only the shlokas, it is just 2-3 pages, that's all. But the meaning was very deep. Just in a summary, in a nutshell. Therefore the great acharyas say, it's a wonder what Krishna did. Just few verses. And not only wonder, the Lord is personally guiding. Therefore Prabhupada says, it is such a great privilege. Krishna is the Supreme Personality, is personally giving us guidance. How our life can be perfect. So in the same way here, Shukadeva Goswami is instructing Parikshit Maharaj, but they have 7 days at hand, not half an hour. So he's explaining it, explaining the glories of the Lord elaborately. So he's also beginning with this question of virāṭ Rupa, and he's going to elaborately explain how we should meditate on the greatness of God as we can conceive, because we see the material world. We see mountains, we see trees. So that way he is developing the conception of the virāṭa conception of the Lord. We see the whole universe in the night, so many planets are there. So in that way, materially, energy, the display of the material energy of the Lord can help us focus on the greatness of the Lord. So in that way, Shukadeva Goswami is developing now. And Prabhupada is ending this purport with a very nice point. He is saying that unless we develop service attitude to the Lord, the purpose of explaining the virāṭ Rupa is we develop service attitude to the Lord. Otherwise, this virāṭ Rupa conception is useless. See, everything has a purpose. We should understand that. Any time we understand some man is great, immediately we like to serve him. Correct? Just like Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Thousands of people came forward to him, to his disciples. Correct? Disciple means he serves the spiritual master. Voluntarily. No force. Voluntarily. No, you have to serve me, otherwise you will not see God. No. Voluntary. They could see, oh, such a great person, such a great man. Naturally that thing develops. Can I serve? Correct? They were serving his mission. So same way, when we can understand God is great, what happens in our heart? How can I serve God? That naturally develops. Bhagavad Gita says that. What is the shloka? 10.8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante ma buddha bhava samanvita. Krishna says, don't avoid philosophy, then you are faithfully weak. Aham sarvasya prabho. Krishna says, I am the source of everything. Because there has to be a source now. There has to be a source from which everything has come. Any philosophical mind will inquire, what is the source from which everything has come? What is the original cause from which everything has come? That question is there. Krishna is saying, I am the source. And definitely the source has to be a person. It cannot be some light or energy as the atheistic scientists conceive. No, he has to be a person. Because I am a person, so the source also should be a person. Because I have come from the source. Because I have consciousness, the source cannot lack consciousness. Otherwise, how is the source? Source has to have everything that is outside. Okay? I am living, I am conscious. The source should also be conscious. Therefore, this has to be corrected. All the scientific books, this has to be corrected. And these are also books of science. But this is supreme science. The modern day books have to correct this. They say, no, there was some energy, it exploded. That's fine. That is matter, it is explained. What about the soul? Soul cannot form by a combination of matter. It is not possible. So their conception is wrong. They are forgetting the conception of the Supreme Lord as the absolute source. So when somebody understands Aham sarvasya prabhu. Oh, everything, Krishna is the source. Matta sarvam pravartate. Again re-emphasizing, meaning is same. Everything that we see in this world is coming from him. Iti matva bhajante mam. When somebody understands what happens, he starts worshipping the Lord. Hare Krishna. He starts keeping. Why? He understands the greatness of the Lord. Just like when Lord Shiva, he was running after Mohini Murti. Because he requested the Lord, can you show me the female form which is showed to the some time ago? Krishna said, okay, you want to see. So he gave the beautiful form. That is the only female incarnation of the Lord, Mohini Murti. And it was so beautiful, even Lakshmi is nothing in front of her. So Lord Shiva came with Parvati to see him. He left Parvati and he ran behind Mohini Murti. And after some time he held himself, he stopped himself. So then he says, my Lord, you are so great. Correct? So that conception, Prabhupada says, this is very important. A service attitude, understanding the greatness of God, that is the purpose of virāṭ. It has no other purpose. Now the Mayavadis, what they do a very dangerous thing. There are one class of philosophers, they say they have taken knowledge from Vedas, but they twist the meaning. They say that the virāṭ conception is that everything is God. You see this table, this is also God. We also say that, but in a different way. When we say that, we are saying that the energy cannot be separated from energetic. Just like if you see sunshine, can you separate sunshine from the sun? No. It is part of the sun. Correct? Is there any point of sun without sunshine or sunshine without sun? No. Both are interrelated. Correct? Is it possible fire without heat and light? No. Both are interrelated. So it is interrelated. So same way, energy and energetic are interrelated. So when I see this glass, I can remember Krishna because it's the energy of the Lord. Try to understand philosophically. Energy and energetic cannot be disconnected. It has to be connected. Energy cannot exist without energetic, and energetic has no meaning without energy. Just like fire, heat and light. So everything we see in the manifestation, we can remember God. When you don't say this glass is God. No sir. But seeing this, I can remember God. Just like a mother, when she sees a small thing belonging to the child, she remembers the child. You are here now. When the mother sees your cloth in the home, my child, where is he now? So, ekasthane sasas agni, the Lord is there in one place, but by energies he is present everywhere. That is the correct conception. And also, that is still advanced. As Paramatma, Lord is present everywhere. Not only is present in my heart, witnessing my activities, he is also present inside every atom, aware of everything that is happening. Just like, suppose somebody says, I went to the school, I know what that boy is doing, and you tell the mother is tell what he is doing. Mother is very eager to hear for 2 hours also. Oh, this also he did. Sometimes teachers complain, they hear everything. Why? Because affection is there. Similarly, Krishna is so affectionate to every condition, so for thousands of millions or trillions of years, Krishna is personally accompanying every Jivatma and he is seeing every activity he is doing. Why is he interested to see? Because of love. He wants to see, what is my child doing? Affection is there. The same way we should reciprocate now. When the Lord is so keen to hear about me continuously without blinking eyes, he is seeing even what I am dreaming for billions and trillions of years. Why not for 1 hour every day I keep aside to hear about Krishna? 24 hours in a day, every day, Krishna is hearing everything you are doing. He is seeing everything you are doing. Correct? He has made arrangement for that. So why don't I make arrangement that I hear for 1 hour about Krishna every day? Should I reciprocate? Therefore Prabhupada says we are so stone-hearted. We are so adamant. We are so stubborn that our heart doesn't melt after hearing this information. The Lord is so kind. He is so attached. He is so affectionate to us that He is 24 hours eager to know everything about us. Correct? Isn't it? So therefore, why don't we be eager? The way you get that information, you don't get it any part of the world, in any religion, in anywhere except the Vedas. Definitely in every religion, Lord is glorified. In all respects for that. But the personal activities of the Lord are not revealed anywhere except in the Vedic literature. Nowhere it is evident. To know about the personal activities of the Lord. How Mother Yashoda is chasing Krishna, how Radharani is talking to Krishna, how Arjuna is talking to Krishna. Correct? Prabhupada said. He said that about that. You said you just meditate on Bhagavad Gita like that. Arjuna is asking question to Krishna. Krishna is answering. Arjuna is asking one more question. Krishna is answering. Just meditate on like that. That is perfection of your meditation. They are reading Bhagavatam. Shukdev Goswami is glorifying. And you keep hearing that. What is the discussion? Correct? You see in Bhagavatam, they are very keen. Are at that instance that happened? Lord Shiva was there in his place, and what was the discussion between him and Prachetas? I like to very much hear. People are so keen to hear because they know the glories of the Lord are there in that. I want to hear. They are very keen. I want to hear. Just like mother is very keen. I heard there in the school they are talking about my child. I want to know what is going on there. So similarly, a devotee becomes very keen. There is a discussion, there is a glorification of the Lord. Can't I go and hear? It is so nice. And when we take one step toward the Lord, Krishna is always making arrangement. Because Krishna knows we will only be happy in Krishna consciousness. He knows that. Therefore, Krishna is constantly making arrangement for us to become Krishna conscious. But when we start ourselves taking step in this right direction, Krishna takes 10 steps. For any condition soul, Krishna is constantly making arrangement. If he can get a chance to hear about me, so nice it is. If this man who was sleeping in and dreaming and is suffering in dreams, if he can be woken up, all his problems will be over. Correct? Krishna knows that. And he personally comes to wake up also. Get up, get up, get up. Krishna comes to wake up also. And sometimes he sends acharyas, wake up these people. Ota nidra kota chaya vishachira. Okay. Jiva jago, Gaura Chandra bole. Lord Chaitanya also comes. Wake up, wake up. Why you are suffering in dreams? Wake up. How long you will sleep? Simply sleeping and this problem. Wake up. All problems are over. So Krishna comes to wake us up. Personally he comes to wake us up. Sometimes an acharya, you go wake up. Prabhupada says the word, and it is not easy to wake up a conditioned soul. It is not easy. Prabhupada says words emanating from a great acharya are so powerful, even though they look at material word, because they come out of the mouth of a realized soul, then it can wake up a person, even though he has been sleeping from years or two. Just some words, just like sometimes some people are in coma, correct? Doctors try to wake him up. We are like that. Therefore we are called eternally conditioned soul. Because our sleeping is like in coma. For 30-40 years he is sleeping. Like that we are sleeping. So deep. It is so unimaginable how to wake this fellow. Correct? Doctor also struggles sometimes. Years he is lying in coma. And person then sometimes gets up. So the words of purity word is so powerful, like mantra. Wake up a person. Even like us lying in coma. So we should take opportunity. In fact, advancement in Krishna consciousness shows how much we have become eager to hear about Krishna. Prabhupada says. Correct? Dharma sanushrita pumsa. Correct. Shama ev hi kevala. It is just a waste of labor. I am in Hindu 50 years, I am in Muslim 50 years, I am Christian 50 years. How much we have become eager to hear about God. In every religion, discussion of God is there. How much I have become eager to hear about God. That shows my advancement of spiritual life. Have I become eager to hear about God? Yes, that shows answer. Oh, I want to hear what happened in the cricket match. I want to hear what happened now in the Delhi politics now. Which is the next minister they have charged. Okay, something we have to every day know. Prabhupada says there is no injunction. We don't recommend reading novels and movies. That is definitely. But there is no injunction against knowing some news. There is no injunction against that. But person should be really careful not to get lost too much in it. Okay, something we have to know. To be practical, there is no curfew on the road. We have to know. Something we have to know. in this world. Something or everything we have to know. But still, we should see that the time is not lost to hear about Krishna. Okay? So that is the Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavatam ki.